So, as you might know, President Donald Trump has signed an executive order that bans entry for the citizens of 7 Middle Eastern countries to the United States. And this decision has divided the nation into two camps. On one hand, we have people who are outraged and protesting, and on the other hand, we have people who support the idea and cheering for the decision made by the White House. But let's see what's the actual meaning of this decision and what was the statement that the United States has made to the entire world. Uh, the reason to ban entry to the United States was explained as a security concern. Uh, Basically, the idea behind the executive order was that uh, there is a war going on in Syria, and there is also active cells of ISIS in Iraq and some other countries added in the list. And basically, White House has certain concerns that among the people who are looking for the shelter and running away from the war, there might be uh, terrorists who just trying to enter the United States to commit certain uh, crimes and basically bring death and chaos to our soil, which actually a valid uh, concern to the certain point. But this is the problem. We have FBI, we have CIA, we have Homeland Security, we have all these people whose job is to ensure our safety. And by making this statement, they just saying that they don't have enough intel, tools, knowledge, and techniques to filter out terrorists from peaceful citizens who don't have any harmful intention towards Americans who enter the country. That's basically saying that either ISIS is so good that we cannot beat them, and the only way to prevent any harm from ISIS side is to isolate ourselves, or we're saying that we're so helpless that we need to isolate ourselves to be safe. And this is very scary, because if our federal government saying that they don't know how to fight terrorists, uh, what can we do? And that's why I really think that the conservative that support this idea should not be so uh, cheering at this point, because we have a huge issue there. We just made a statement to the entire world we cannot protect ourselves. Also, how ban for people from these 7 countries can save us from extremists. If ISIS is so powerful as it's been presented by our federal government, what stops them to bring their terrorists to our soil using other channels? Why don't how blocking those countries from entering the United States will protect us from the terrorists? It's unclear, and I really doubt efficiency of this decision and measures that have been taken. Another point that people on the conservative side bring is that, and it's honestly ridiculous saying that we quote unquote need to protect Christian world. Well, for your information, there are a lot of Christians who live in Syria and Iran, and those people are the most vulnerable in case if extremists will make certain attempts in the region to destroy them. How banning their ability to escape the war will help Christian world to survive, if we're basically exposing Christians in Middle Eastern region to the possibility to be killed and not get support from other Christian world. Anyway, the third point that I would like to make about this situation is how harmful it for our national security in general, because what we basically do, we make Muslim people who are not extremists, who don't wish death to the United States, Americans, or anyone, who are just peaceful citizens just like us, hate us, because people who get harmed by this decision are not terrorists, they're just regular people, and some of them are related to American citizens. How by doing that we're making United States safer if we make people around the world hate us even more than they already do. That's basically what I have to say about it. Would like to know your opinion. Leave your comments below. Like this video if you liked it. Don't dislike it if you didn't like it. It's a very serious issue, and the way how I handle it might determine future of our nation and safety and security of our land and our future generations. I'll see you in the next one.